Hello everyone and welcome to another part of Let's Play Europa Universalis Free Divine Wind, where we play the Kingdom of Prussia, which is now an a constitutional monarchy. Yeah, constitution. Woo, we like constitution. Anyways, smugglers running rampant. Oh my god, what a gift to start with. Well, I'm not... Well, this is fun. So let's go with stop them. Because we really want to stop them. But first I need the money, so let's speed it up. Because I have some things to talk about and I can do that while I will have... Okay, cool. So now we have 0.1 inflation, which is really not that bad. We can lower our income to 9. Cool. So anyways, first of all, I have been reminded of, well, it's not an oath, but I certainly promised that I'll reinstate 2 provinces to the Duke of Poland, Krzysztof I Wisniewski, and to be honest, I intend to keep my promise. So even though it's not a really... I cannot just give him one and then another one, so let's go with Grodno first. No, so they fixed that, cool. And you return to Mazovia. T. Okay, Poland, the Duchy of Poland now have Grodno, and I will give Podlasia as well. Even though I already built some stuff in that, I promised it, so I will do it. And the same goes for Oldenburg when we conquer it. It will go to Hansa for all their great services over the years. Anyways, point 2. I was asked to show the Imperial map. So yeah, here it is. So this is the whole Roman Empire at 5th of March 1772. It consists of Bohemia, Hungary, Switzerland, and a lot of minors. Third point I would like to make is that I'm gonna tonight declare war on Persia and finally conquer at least Kilva, Kuelman, and some other provinces. I'm not sure how much war score I will get, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So yeah, that's my point. So I will progress with this and get back to you folks soon. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna declare war on Persia now, and Bosnia, Croatia, Moldavia, Ragusa, Hungary, Krakow, Poland, Avignon, Münster, Salzburg, Cannon, Brno, and Hansa all have likelihood of joining, very likely, so... And did I just declare without any casus belli? I believe I did. Well, it's definitely playing during the night, which makes me do such stupid things as declaring without the casus belli. But anyways, not all is lost. Let's say we just decided that we're gonna be aggressive. Oh man, so... Bosnia, blah 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 blah, everybody honored. Everybody honored. Okay. So, the Grosspreußische Army is led by Heinrich von Schwerin, and Volkswehr is led by our king himself. Blah blah blah. Who are we at war with? Everyone! Persia can be proud that it has such great allies, but they're not gonna help them that much. Styria warned us, blah blah blah, we don't really care. Man, the fact of stability was pretty stupid. I was sure I clicked on the reconquest. Well, never mind. Whatever. Let's say that people just really don't feel like big Prussia picking on small. Okay, that did not work out. Okay, that really did not work out, so... and we have a colonist, so let's colonize our... All of this should be done, right? Yeah, all of them are. And all of them even have... Yep. Are we at war with... No, we're not. But we could be. You don't have enough money. Well, that's a new thing. Okay, well, I'll let this conquest continue and get back to you folks when there are some things to report. And what the hell is that? Portuguese actually make a progress in their war against Denmark. Again, that's a thing I haven't seen in a while. Okay, I just got a land technology advance 53, which gives me new units, to be precise, carabiners, Ulan cavalry, reformed Latin hussars, and flying battery. So let's start with the flying battery, which is pretty neat. A strategy heavily focused on speed and mobility. The artillery would move to one point of the battlefield, lay their charges, and then quickly relocate to the next attack point in rapid succession. So that will help. And we got the Latin cuirassiers. We can either go with carabiners, Uran cavalry, or reform Latin hussars. Let's start with the reformed Latin hussars. As cavalry became more specialized, the hussars... As cavalry became more specialized, the hussars started to evolve. The hussar unit became less like the Polish hussar that had first entered European warfare and moved like the Hungarian original. The ability of the light and mobile troops to find the enemy, harass them, overrun their artillery positions, and when they were beaten, pursue them. So they have really high defensive fire, defensive shock, and offensive morale. Ulan cavalry, that's offensive morale and defensive morale, the highest. The first Ulans were created in the early 18th century. They were used primarily for reconnaissance for the heavily armored cavalry, as well as being assigned to skirmishes. Later on in the 18th century they became an essential part of the military's structure due to their light armor, making them fast and agile on the battlefield, and for their high shock value against their enemies, which in some cases turned the tide of the battles. The Uhlans were a good alternative to large infantry armies, as they were not only heavy hitting but also more cost effective. This allowed smaller nations with less manpower to actually put up an effective fight, as armies on foot were also slower compared to their mounted counterparts. This one has really high offensive shock and great morale. Carabiners. The carabiners first came into being in the 16th century and were a type of heavy cavalry that had many things in common with cuirassiers. They also wore protective armor, though slightly less than cuirassiers. The main difference between them was their armament. carabiners' main weapon was the carabine, sometimes also called the arquebus, a short wheel-lock handgun. In addition to the carabine, they were also armed with pistols and a sword. So I think I'll go with the carabiners because their fire is the best, although they have a low shock value. Maybe the Uhlans. Let's go with the carabiners. Okay, well, anyways. As you can see, I laid the sieges and I'm not pushing forward. And there's been a complicated situation in the Asia regions because I was too slow in moving my fleet there. I should have done that earlier. So I lost Bonn to Arzach, and I also lost one more. Which one was that? I think Menade, but they obviously lost it as well, so no problem. There's a lot of small nations here, especially where was it? No, wait. There was one nation here which I wanted to annex as a target for myself. Yeah, Arzach here. Arzach will be a good station point to annex because that would give me a way into the mainland Asia. But I also definitely want the Bali Lombok. Just check out the production on that. It's insane. I have to get that one from Persia, whatever the cost. Its tax sucks, but the production is just insane. But I already trade for my settlement. Still, I really want that one. We just won a major victory in the Malayan Sea, and I've been punishing the fleets of my enemies in Asia quite badly. It's the biggest fleet I've ever sunk here so far, but it's like the 7th fleet, and I am on my way to annex Alsace, which is the good news. And I finally penetrated the bigger forts of Persia. So this one's will be really easy, and we can soon get over with this. But I'm gonna do some serious annexing before we do that. Oh, and by the way, my apologies. I completely missed that Quebec was formed. So here it is. It owns the province of South, Ottawa, Algonquin, Ontario, Huron, and Mohawk. And the United States have Abenaki, Quadech, Pojumtuk, or whatever, Parnacook, Massachusetts, Narragansett, and Manhattan. So yeah, that's not bad. And there was supposed to be one more that has formed, but I don't see that one anywhere, so I guess that was not true. Or was it? Oh yeah, here, Brazil. Pampas, Oa, Puhuanmapu, and Salinas Grande. And here's Wapata. Republican dictatorship, just one province. And Chilean separatists own Falklands. Oh my god, and here's Paraguay. How could I miss that? Again, Republican dictatorship. Czech, Austria, Paraná, Uruguay, Eastern Steppe, Anguara. So Paraguay, Brazil, La Plata, soon to be Chile, United States and Quebec so far. I wonder how many I have missed today. Okay, it's 6th of January 1776 and here's a small update. Army from Priangan is besieging Lombok, which was taken by Persia. We conquered the province Palembang, which was supposed to be a first step into conquering all of this island. However, because of the Persian army, I had to move my units back. Meanwhile, we already annexed Aceh, so we got Kelantan and we got Riau. And thinking of it, let's bump it up with some forts one more time. We conquered all of Persian Africa, and right now I'm sending the Grosspreußische Army through the Ostsee Squadron to conquer Bengal. After we conquer and annex Bengal, we're gonna try to... I'll probably move the units down here, or they will start sieging... and they might just start sieging these Indian provinces, because my other target is to increase my war score as high as possible to make them release some nations. I just want to make a lot of damage. Ideally, it would be nice to make them release Aceh in this territory, and at least one more, maybe Bihar would be nice, I guess. That would, although require a lot of war score, because I also want Kilva and I want Kveliman, but probably if I would have to choose, I would choose Lombok, and the Persian Africa can wait, because I want to make my stand in the Asia region stronger. That's why the Lombok, that's why annexation of Aceh. That's why I would like to make them release Aceh as my ally, and yada yada yada, you know. Not a bad event, eh? Death of a merchant, gained 2028.7 gold. We have a new monarch, Friedrich II von Wittelsbach, a bad administrator, a so-and-so military leader, and a bad diplomat. Okay, another interesting twist. While I was really busy in Asia, Hungary somehow got into a war with Bohemia, and Bohemia took advantage of me being not able to help them, so they just decided to take all of Hungary, which I don't like. So I'm gonna use my power of alliance and declare war on Bohemia and punish them for what they just did. Which on the other hand will make this more of a clusterfuck than before. And I think that this is the right moment to stop, because it's getting very late and because it's gonna keep you a bit interested in what's gonna happen next. I am progressing in conquering India, even though it's really painful because of all the small allies, and for some reason Persia still, yeah, they refuse to negotiate in any way, so yeah, we can we can ask for something and yeah, make them lose their stability, which they just did. Great. So that will help in... Oh, by the way, I might not have to ask for Alsace because Nationalists have been conquering it on their own, so yeah, there, take it Persia. Well, anyways, hope you enjoyed and see you next time on Let's Play Europa Universalis 3 Divine Wind Prussia. Take care and all the best.